Today, I am going to be making my skin. This was commented by Miguel Hernandez. And to inform you, as probably by the time this is posted, you can see the time. But this is going to be a really long video because, for some odd reason, I like to put crazy stuff on my skin. Practically as you can see here. But I'm going to split this up into sections. First, we're going to be focusing on these feet. Then the torso. The arms are not the chicken, they are my normal. But if you want me to do that, then comment you want me to make all my additional stuff. And this would be in that video too. I do not have this on in the tutorial. But like I said, second part is the torso. Then we're going to do the arms. Then the head. And it looks like it did take it off. But in the back, before, whenever I made this statue, I had a Pancake Cape. So I'm going to show you how to make that. And then you will be 100% done with your statue. I'm going to repeat this again. These eyeballs are not here along with those chicken arms. But if you want me to make them, just comment below and I will make them. So, to start off with the first section, it's just going to be a bunch of orange. So you need orange wool, orange concrete, orange terracotta, and light gray wool. I'm going to put that back on me. And on that note, pick a random place you want to start and place down one gray wool. To make this easier, we're going to grab out our orange wool by going back. Then we're going to move back another block. So you should have 3 blocks placed exactly like this. Then you want to come to about your right side and place one orange concrete, one orange, 2 orange concrete, one orange concrete, one orange concrete. And in total, this should be about a block longer than your normal feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that seems about right. 2 blocks longer. Then, what we're going to do is you see this orange block right here. We're going to then take out your orange concrete, and you're going to place 1 orange concrete, 1 light gray wool. Here, you're going to take out your orange wool and place 2 orange wools, 2 gray wool. Here, you want to take out your concrete, your concrete, not your terracotta, and place a light gray wool. For this one, you're going to take out your wool and then put down your light gray. This is the front. Now, it's time to move on because we're missing about 3 blocks backwards. So what you want to do is you want to move back by about, from that one, about 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then, what I'm going to have you do is drag it over to this end. That's what you should have. Then, what you want to do is on all these orange wools, you just want to place orange wools above them. Then, the rest, you can just fill in with orange concrete. But then you see this. We want to create something that looks a little bit like... Oh, wait. These orange actually want to be moved back by 1. And it wants to actually look like this. And then, here, you want to take back these blocks and have it like that. Then place the orange wools. And once you have that, you just have the bottom of the feet. Now, on this note, all we're going to be doing is building up the legs. So, my little twigs start right about here. And what you want to do is you want to do about... I'll show you. One orange concrete and then another orange concrete. You want to do this until you reach about 11 blocks tall. So that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if you did it right, it should end up on an orange concrete. Now all you want to do is just come over here and just do the same exact thing you did on the other side. And after this, I will show you my skin. And if you look at my skin, that's practically almost what the legs look like. You cannot get them exact. Now, it's time to move on to the torso. So for the torso, you're going to want about, I think, cyan, light blue, gray wool, light gray wool, blue wool, and black wool. And this one's a weird one. With this beard, you cannot find an exact block. So we're going to take out the stripped oak wood. That was the closest you could get to it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place 8 blocks here. Okay? These blocks right here are basically the start of the torso. Now, this torso is about 4 blocks wide. And in the statue, this right here, this is hard to explain. But what you practically want to do is, seriously, like I just said, this is hard to explain. But what you want to do is back here, you want to do 1. Then here, you want to grab out your blue wool and place 3 blue, 1 gray, well, let me tell you this much. This is not 8 blocks long. This is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, what we want to do is we're going to take back these 2 blocks and extend them off by 1. Then basically just do what I showed you. So 1, 2, 3 blue, then 1 gray, and then 4 blue. And this is the very first layer of the torso. With this being 4, you actually need to break these blocks, but they are going to be blocked with the arms, so really it does not matter if they're black or not. For the next row, do 3 gray, then I think, yeah, 1 cyan, then 4 gray. And I may be looking at my statue, my actual skin a bit, because it is so highly detailed. For the third row, you want to do 2 gray, 1 gray, 1 black, 2 gray, 2 light gray. For the next row, do basically what you did the first row. So, all you want to do is just copy. For the about, I think it's the 5th row. You want to do 2 blue, 1 gray, 1 light blue, 2 gray, 2 blue. For the next row, do 3 gray, 1 black, 4 gray. For the next row, do, it almost looks like about 2 gray, 1 oak, 1 black, 2 oak, then 2 gray. For the next row, do 1 gray. Sorry if I'm going to play this slow. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oak. For the next row, just do a solid row of oak. And on that note, I think this is only 12, but I'm not 100% sure. It looks about 12. So all you want to do is move this up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, in total, that thing's only about 4 blocks tall. The main beard. And if you're wondering, no, I do not have a beard in real life. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how high you want it. Then, just fill this in. And why I was placing my stuff so slow is because I hate that. The directional wood. In my opinion, it looks great. But then, on that note, you're done with the front of the torso. And to make this easier, grab out your red and white terracotta. Go out with 1 white, then 3 gray. I will show you on later in the video what this is and put it onto my character. But then, your second row, you want to do 3 white, 1 red. For the next row, do 2 solid rows of blue. Then the rest of the arms is just straight up gray. Boom. And basically all you want to do is just come on. Sorry, my headphone fell out. Come on to the complete other side. And all you want to do is just copy what you have on the other arm. So 1 white, 3 gray. For the next one, do 3 white, 1 red. For the next 2 rows, just do 2 solid rows of blue. Then just fill it up to the top with gray wood. And this statue does not have any side detail at all. Literally all the side is just straight up gray. Now, on that note, we have finished the front. Now it's time to move on to the back. And what I'm going to tell you is the back, since we're basically going to be putting a cape on it, all you need to do is just fill this all in with gray. But if you take off the cape, if you were playing, if you did see the content whenever you were getting the Jurassic World thing, on the back, if you don't put any accessory on the back, there is a little tail. I chose not to include it. Main reason being, in this picture, I'm wearing a cape. So then, what you want to do is, I think I'm just going to do 2 white, then do that, and then 3 gray. Basically, just match what you have in the front, except for just take out that red. Otherwise, these arms are exactly identical. And all the sided is just straight up match the colors. Then just come over here and do what I just did. So, like that. And then like that. And what will long this video is the... Let's just say this. The cape. Because if you guys have seen the Pancake Cape, that thing is ridiculously detailed. Then, what you want to do is I just match the colors on here. Honestly, it does not matter because who looks at the bottoms of the arm? But just for my sake, I'm going to do that. And it looks like on this arm, I accidentally messed up. And basically, you just want to do 2 white. And then, like I said, just match the colors that are on the side. Once you reach the top, go in by 3. Or, yeah, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And it should stop right where this beard is. Then all you want to do is just come over here and just do the same exact thing that you just did. So, I know what you may be thinking. This is the weirdest statue I have ever created. And do I agree with that? Yes. Yes, I do. And the reason being is it has so much weird extra stuff just added to it. On that note, I just finished these arms. Now, let's move on to the head. Yay! So, I'm going to tell you this much. Grab out your red wool, gray wool, not gray wool. No wait, it was actually brown terracotta. White wool, green wool, and white terracotta, and yellow terracotta. And I'm only going to work on the front because all of the other sides have, let's say this, a lot, and I mean a lot of detail. Oh yeah, and you're also going to need your stripped oak. So, what you want to do is from here... Oh, yay. Looks like you need another block. You have all of them. Except for one. You're going to need your gray. So, what we want to do is we want to place just a solid row of gray coming out like this. Then, do just a solid row of just striped oak wood. And that is the first row. For the second row, in my opinion, this statue looks so oddly weird. For the second row, just do another solid row of stripped oak. For the third row, do one stripped oak, actually 2 stripped oak, 4 brown terracotta, 2 stripped oak. For the next row, let's just do this. 3 stripped oak, 2 red, 3 stripped oak. Yes, I have a clown nose. For the next row, we're done with the beard. For the next row, do 1 white terracotta, 1 white wool, 1 green wool, 2 white terracotta, 1 green wool, 1 white wool, and 1 white terracotta. For the next row, do about 7 white terracotta, 1 yellow. For the next row, do 2 red, 2 white, 4 yellow. For the next row, do 1 yellow, 1 red, and just finish it off with yellow. For the next row, do a solid layer of yellow. And that's what it should look like once you're done. And I am going to come back and add on the little tiny detail because, in my opinion, it looks a little weird. Now, to move on, the picture I have pulled up is this side. And let me tell you this much. Both sides are practically exactly identical. And they have a little bit of difference. But to make this, you can keep your red and gray and your white wool, but everything else just put back into your inventory and take out magenta terracotta. I forgot a block. Now I have to go and scavenge for it. I think it was purple. Yeah, purple. Nope, it was magenta. Yeah, magenta. Okay. Then grab out your light blue, your dark blue, and your cyan. And that's about all the blocks we need for this one side. We literally filled in full inventory on one side. Then what you want to do is you want to place 1 magenta coming from this block near the front of the face. Then do 2 purple. Then 4. Yes, I said 4. 4 gray. Actually, move that. Then place a blue here. And I'm going to do the sides because the back's really detailed too. Now, you're going to place 1 white, 1 purple, 1 white, then 2 gray, 1 light blue, 1 blue. For the next row, do 4 gray, then 1 cyan, 1 blue, 1 cyan. For the next row, do 1 blue, not blue, gray, but you saw what it placed. 1 light blue, 1 red, and guess what? We're missing a color. Let's take out this purple terracotta and grab out the black wool again. Place 1 black, 1 blue, 1 light blue, 1 gray. For the next row, move back over here, do 1 gray, 1 blue, well, yeah, you can see what it plays. 1 red, 1 black, 1 light blue. Actually, no. It's 2 cyan and 1 gray wool. For the next row, do 2 gray wool, 3 light blue, 2 gray wool. For the next Huh. Is it just me or is my face taller than the actual thing? What? That doesn't seem right. Weird. Then, for the last row, do a solid row of gray. Let me... Oh! Okay. So, I see what I messed up on. You actually... I did do the face right. Let me just quickly do this. Sorry. But I kinda messed up. Okay. I think I'm just gonna break the rest of these. Yeah, I kind of went one block upwards. This is extending the video on, but from the picture, it looks about taller than it's actually supposed to be. So, if you are doing the same thing as me, just watch what I'm doing and just copy, practically. So, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. It happens rare and few. Let me tell you that much. And I just fixed it, and that's what it actually should look like. Now, I'm looking at the same side again. Now, let's move on to this side. And like I said, it's the exact same, so grab out your blue. Basically, just look at the other side and see what you have there, and just take that out. As you can see on my screen, and gray. Okay, so what we want to do is basically just copy what we have on the other side, but you see where that eyeball is? Right on these little blue parts, on this side, it's different from that side. And I'll tell you what I mean. So basically all you want to do is literally, like I said, just what you did on this side. But the only thing you want to copy on this row is the teeth and coming back with the two gray. But instead of there being a blue and a light blue, you want to do two cyan. And I think what I'm going to do to make this easier is I'm going to just finish the eye. So to finish it, you want to do, on the third row, do one light blue, one blue, one cyan. For the fourth row of the eye, you're going to do two blue, one red, and one black. And I think... Oh, I haven't messed up on that. I switched the two eyeball ways, but it wants to be like this. Then, place the red. Then you want to do two cyan, then three cyan here, and come down with the diagonal. And that's what that eyeball should look like. I'm going to fix this And like I said, this was going to be a long video. Then, once you have that, just fill the rest in with just gray wool. And once you finish it, this side, which should be the left side, and it looks like this, now it's time to move on to the back. For the back, you really don't need many colors. Just look at the colors I'm keeping and I'm taking out. And the only color you really need to take out is this light gray. Other than that, you have every other color. So, for the back, to make this easier, let's just move this back by, with your gray, along with this, I think. Yeah, seems about right. Whoops. Yeah. And, yeah, you do expand. And to do this, you want to place, for the first row, do two, actually, no, one blue, one light blue, two gray wool, one light blue, one blue wool. Huh. Did I? Oh. No, that doesn't seem right. What the? Maybe? How does that make sense? The head starts here. So, on that note, just move the row you had down one. I did not realize that. Because it looked weird. To me, at least. Actually, let's break these up. Whoops. And I think what I'm gonna do first is just do the outline of the cape, and then I'll fill it in with all the detail. Okay. For the second row, you want to do one cyan, 3 gray, 1 light blue, 1 cyan. For the next row, do 1 light blue, 4 cyan, 4 gray, then 1 cyan. For the next row, do about, just fill in that whole row with gray wool. For the next row, do 2 gray wool, 1 light gray, 3 gray wool. For the next row, do 2 gray wool, 2 light gray, 2 gray wool. For the next row, do 1 gray, and then 4 light gray. And all you want to do is this last row is exactly like that. And to finish off the head, you want to come up here and basically, let's actually do this to make it easier. Find these 2 blocks and move them back by 3. Then these 4 blocks want to come out like that. And do that. So, once you have this thing is fully complete. But if you want to see all the additional stuff I have on here, I'm going to show you now. So, what I'm going to start off with first is the pancake. So, to make this thing, you're going to need your light blue, yellow concrete powder, yellow wool, yellow terracotta, and brown wool. And I think it was brown terracotta. That's what it looks like. Oh yeah, and also white wool and light gray wool. So, to make this thing, you want to come here, and you want to go down until you're about 3 blocks below the cape. So, come down. Well, 2 blocks below the torso. So, place one here, and it does go over the arm, and it come all the way down until you're about hanging under like that. Then extend it until you hit this white terracotta, then bring it back up. Basically to shoulder. Yes, to shoulder. It makes a lot of sense. Then what you want to do is move back down towards the bottom. And this row is just solid light blue. Oh. Yeah, I did that right. Okay. So, what you then want to do is you're going to place one light blue, about 6 light gray. No. You want to have it like that. So, I said 6. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that actually is 6. Oh, okay. For the next row, just do what you did on this row, but instead of it being gray, just place in white. For the next row, do 2 white, come over here, and do another 2 white. And here is going to be the start of the pancake. So, then what you want to do is you want to place 4 yellow terracotta in here. And this, we're not going to be filling in until the end. We're only going to put on the pancake detail. Then, what you want to do is here and here are yellow. So, about 1, 2 in on both sides are the yellows. Then, you're going to place 2 yellow wool, 1 brown, 1 yellow. And this is how wide the pancake is on everyone. And here, this is what the pancake is going to be like practically, is just switching the rows. And that actually wants to be brown. For the third row of the pancake, you want to do 1 brown, 2 yellow, 1 brown, 1 yellow, 1 yellow terracotta. For the next row, do 1 brown, 2 yellow, 1 brown, 1 yellow, 1 yellow wool. For the next row, do 2 brown, 1 yellow, 1 brown, 1 yellow, not yellow, and 1 brown. And like I said, the statue is not easy. So what you want to do is for the next row, do one brown terracotta, one yellow wool. Can I not get my colors right? Yeah, one yellow wool, two brown terracotta, one brown. For this next row, do two brown terracotta, two yellow concrete powder, two brown terracotta. For the next row, do one, let's actually do this. One light blue, one brown, two yellow concrete powder, one brown, one blue. And that's what the pancake should look like. And once you have that, just fill this in with your cyan. So in total, it should look like that. Now, on the face, for me, to make it look better, all of these colors you can literally get rid of except for... No, you actually can just trash all these colors. So, for the beard, you want to grab out your stripped oak again. Then, on my actual skin, this... Let me just show you. These blocks pop out like that. And what I did on mine original statue was I just moved this out by 2. Because in my preference, it looks better when it's moved out by 2. And if you actually look on the thing, it is moved out by 2. So, one more. And then I have these little spike gloves. And this thing should not be 50 minutes. As I am looking at the time. So, for the gloves, honestly, all you want is, you can get rid of your oak. And all you want is a block of gold, gray, and gray wool. Those are the only 3 blocks you need. You do not need any of these blocks. So, to do these, what I'm going to have you do is move these blocks out like this. Because it makes it way, way, way easier to put in the detail. Then, you're going to place 1 gold, 1 gray, 2 gold. Then, 2 blocks apart, so right here, you're going to do 1 gray terracotta, and then 2 gold. And then on the top, it's just a solid row of gray terracotta. Then, let me say this much. Each little claw is shorter than the other. So what you want to do is you want to come down by 2. Then here, you want to come down by 3. Back here, let me actually look at this. You want to do the exact same thing you did on the front. So down 2, then 3. And then, I swear there's another claw somewhere. Yeah. And then towards here, it looks like you just want to do 2 gold, and it should look like that. Once you've done that, just come over to this side and basically do the same exact thing. In my preference, it would be better to place this block first, and then place down the, you get the idea. Actual blocks. So, if you don't remember what it was on the back, just copy what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. Like that. And once you have that, oh, and then this right here, You just want to extend it out by 1. And once you have that, you are 100% fully completed without the stuff, such as the chicken arms and all that kind of stuff. You are completely done with your statue. Me, otherwise known as CoolGuy Islife. If you guys have a cool name that you think I should be named, comment down below and I might change it to that if I think it sounds like a cool name. So, on that note, we are completely done with my statue. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.